Hey everybody. So I promised you, it's been a busy day for me, really busy day for me today, which is great. But I promised you that I would give you a little more information about what's going on out there in the world. And so it's a little late, but thought I'd send it to you now. With this coronavirus epidemic, our trip has not been canceled, but, we've kind of rearranged. We certainly are not going to be traveling around while everything's in shutdown. It's certainly no benefit to us. But I have found myself really busy, and most of it is dealing with small business owners and, the issues that are really out there that are near and dear with business owners. And, one of the things that, luckily I am blessed with being around really great, positive people, not only in my close circle and influence of people that are in my life, but I've also, as you know, done a lot of work and training with phenomenal coaches, and I follow a lot of great leaders like Tony Robbins and Ray Higdon and Dean Graziosi. And so, part of what I have to say to you tonight is, think about how America was founded. We are resilient. Bring that resilience out in your life. We as business owners, we started a business for a reason. We are resourceful, and do what you need to be resourceful. And some of that was my conversations, really pretty much throughout the day to day. So I'm going to give you a few hints of things that I basically recommended and I would do in my life, and not feel bad about it, or like, hey, I can't make it, so I'm a failure because I have to do this. No, it's take advantage of these situations, these opportunities, and make the best of them. Learn, grow. Faith is something that fuels us in times of uncertainty and fear. So with that, there's a couple of things that I've basically recommended to people that are business owners that I deal with, and I would say do this personally as well. The first thing I would say is look at all the auto debits that come out of your bank account every month and see what you can defer. I'm not saying that you won't pay them. I'm just saying take advantage right now of those deferrals. Look at your mortgage payment or your rent. If you can call, and I would say call today, call tomorrow, call the next day, get at the front of the line, defer the mortgage, defer the rent, your car payments. If you have a boat or an RV or some sort of payment, lines of credit, student loans. The fourth thing I have on my list is phone, internet, cable. If you can call any of those companies and ask them if they can give you a month or 2 or 3 of reprieve. A lot of them are doing that. Don't be embarrassed. Don't think that it's not important for you to do that and to conserve your cash flow, because it is. Whether you work for someone or you own a business, it's important for you to conserve your cash flow right now. Again, I'm not saying don't pay them. I'm not saying not to honor the fact that it's important that the economy continues to be stimulated by paying owners of these other businesses. But I think it's important as a small business owner to defer, or even if you work for somebody. The last thing that I would say to do, but if you absolutely need to, is maybe change your 401k deduction out of your paycheck if you feel like, you're in jeopardy of getting laid off or your hours reduced. It just gives you a little more cash flow to work with and to deal with. Not forever, just as we go through this crisis until we find out what is going to happen with the government stimulus package, which could still take weeks because they're going to argue and fuss and fight over that. If you have credit cards that you have payments, pay the minimum payment. Again, I would never encourage those kinds of things if it weren't in times where we just have to be prudent, we have to be forward thinking, we have to mitigate any kind of, cash flow issues as we can. So again, if you have any questions, if you think that, anything else that you can contribute to this group, please feel free to do so. And as soon as I find out what the government has decided on how they're going to help out the small business owner or the individual, I certainly will post it and let you know. At this point, the only thing that I know for sure that's available is the deferral of your tax returns till July 15th, and any tax payments that are due until July 15th. And of course, there's some, the larger companies can only defer a certain amount, but for most everybody else, July 15th now is the deferral date. So, like I said, as soon as I find out about anything else, I know that there's also Family Medical Leave Act parts that have been put into place, but you have to work for a fairly large organization and take advantage of those benefits. At any rate, hope you are having a great evening, and look at the things around you and have gratitude. Part of what I say in my training is there's 5 things that I write down every single day that I'm grateful for, and just look around, because there is a lot to be grateful for in this world. Anyway, I'm signing off now. I just wanted to let you know that I wanted to get this in today, and hope you're doing well. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.